I'll try.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was so high, I don't remember nothing.
I was so high, I didn't even know what I was doing.
You lift it
Thanks,
up.
Steph.
Lift it up. Just say.
Let's see. I'm not going to do that as just see though. Anyway, we had. I think we started with. I believe Scarlet was starting some shit. Scarlet and Myra, correct? Myra. She'll get back to me.
I think what he's
Anyway.
asking you guys, Chaos. He's asking for. Never mind. It's just okay. I'll go ahead. You're doing a good job.
Thanks, boss. I haven't even gotten 3 sentences. So I think Scarlet and Myra were trying to fuck with somebody. Scarlet, her father, somebody that works for her father, they were trying to mess with this guy who I guess was like a town guard or a barrister or something. Wasn't really clear on that. That's my own fault. Town guard. Got it. I dropped some vigilance off to a costumed donkey mascot for Dunkin' Donkeys, while Kai's character sighed depressingly in a Dunkin' Donkeys and drank something that tasted like mop water, I believe.
And I immediately spewed.
Yes. Not great.
I can't handle my liquor, apparently.
Owen also I spilled coffee on Owen's face. Complete accident. It wasn't intentional. Didn't know that they were standing behind me. Apologized immediately, and then they stormed off. Not stormed off, sorry. Then they walked off to find a quiet place to sit out their headache from the voices in their head. Damon stole a coin that I was using for a dead drop with a customer and just asked a bunch of questions. Then I found out that I was only thigh high on Damon, which is disappointing. And Lucian, I didn't get to interact very much with Lucian. He was very soft-spoken, and I think I blew some smoke in his face on accident. And Myra fucked something up royally and was quite conspicuous in her sneaking around. And then somebody that works, I believe, for the city also had brought everybody to a podium to announce something about, I think, taxes, something about money.
It was like the only thing I said during the whole session.
Well, I mean, it was the end of the session, and that was a week ago, so I apologize. I didn't write it down.
It was like...
I watched the replay.
That was pretty good.
Move recalibrators around.
Yes. Yeah.
And then the people are going to be sponsored in the town.
Your mic is like right back to old Chaos quality.
Awesome, love that.
Yeah, sorry, that came in good. But yeah, it sounds like you got like Transformers making love in the background.
Starscream.
What she does with her own time.
I mean,
Is that better?
Oh yeah.
I mean, probably not for the Decepticons, but it's fine for us.
Undercover.
I'm about to show you why they call us Autobots.
That's the last thing I remember before it devolved into us bullshitting in a circle in the market.
Yeah, I think we were planning on getting something for Tom. He wanted rules or something.
Oh, yes.
And there was like a leaflet being handed out with all the new rules, so I almost wonder if we shouldn't just take that.
Oh yeah, we took the leaflet and then we were saying we were gonna. He needed to get somewhere quiet, so we were gonna take him to your dad's house, Theo's dad's house.
Yeah.
And then Nate said that he was going. I'm sorry, it's Lucian or is it? How do you say it?
You guys can call me whatever you like,
Lucian.
because what's funny is Bill knows that I already have people in my life in the game that can never pronounce my name right.
Okay.
That's what's so funny about it.
And then Lucian.
I know that.
So Lucian said he was going to distract Tony at the library so that he could get other books, and then we were going to go to Theo's.
Yeah.
I feel that plan got a little messed up. I thought we were looking for a quiet place, and I was like, if you want a quiet place, I could distract Tony while you're in the library so that he wouldn't hear Tony yelling at him.
Well, I thought we were supposed to grab. He wanted specific rules, and you guys thought he could get them at the library, and then we were going to go to Theo's because you were trying to keep him away from him, so we could find those things. But if that's not what it was, then I.
Well, no, it's okay, no worries. I'm just saying if that's what we'll do, like that'll be the plan. Then I just know when we first talked about it, we were just trying to find a place that was quiet,
Okay.
so we could still do that.
And is Mira still on the ground?
It's still army calling.
Standing up under your cloak now.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys were moving through town, and then Damon was just kind of watching from a distance. No, yes,
He had chokehold on.
he could ask, or he could tell us.
He was high. He told you he didn't remember.
I'm asking him
Yeah,
right
I
now
ain't
what
gonna lie.
Damon is doing.
Right now, Damon is walking with the rest of the group.
Okay, you still have the you don't have the black coin anymore, right?
What?
Thought he had two.
Yep,
Thought he had two coins.
I'll just. You're fine, Grim. Don't worry about it.
God, I'm so confused now.
You inserted yourself in the nerds thing, and it was hilarious. But you were basically harassing nerds NPC. It was very funny.
Oh yeah, all right. I still have the black coin. I remember now. Okay, yeah.
Thought he gave him two to make
Later,
him go
sir.
away.
Good luck with your drug deal.
Yeah.
He gave me a gold one and a black one.
That's right.
Yeah, and then I was like, "Bye. Have fun with your drug deal."
Yes.
And the guards just love Jesse, so they don't worry about his drug deal. So yeah, I mean, and then that was it. After the announcement, the town announcement, letting you guys know what was going on. That was it. So you guys are
All right.
free to.
Oh, I'm sorry. I also asked Mira if she got the fruit, and she said she dropped it. And I said, you dropped it. And she said it was complicated. And I was like, we're supposed to sell that. And she was like, I don't have any. So now I'm going to have to go pay a copper for this fruit so we can upsell it to the rich people.
The Julenberry?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she broke a stand in an open street.
Twinkies! Where are these?
She decided to destroy a fruit stand in a vacant street while 3 guards watched her. It was very good. Very good thinking on Chaos's part. So is the whole group going together, or are you guys splitting off?
I just want to stop and grab that fruit, and then I'll be right along with them.
Okay, you're not going to have any issues getting the fruit. When you get back to the... I should probably pull up the market, not the notes. Hold on. Cereal market. When you get back to... Why don't I have it written down here? The thumbs nail. Pauling sees you walking forward and kind of sighs and says, "Yes, is there anything I can help you with, Scarlet?"
Yeah, I just need to buy 2 packs of these fruits, please. It's a copper a piece, right?
No, it was 10 copper per pound.
That's weird because your son told me it was 1 copper.
Well, clearly you are mistaken because I am Pauling and my father is busy still walking around town.
Sorry, Lily said something to me, so I didn't hear you were.
Who is Lily?
Shut up.
Who is this Lily?
You said 1 copper, and you even mocked me and said you can't read.
And I'm clearly looking at my God's notes where I have written 10 copper down. But you know what? Somebody knocked our stand down and destroyed our supply. So with destroyed supply comes demand. So you're right, actually, Scarlet. It should be more expensive. So it's actually 10 silver a pound.
Get fucked, Polly. And I just walk away.
I'm gonna walk up and try to be diplomatic with him.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, come on. You said 10 copper a pound. Can't we just work this out? And I will roll a diplomat.
Oh, Mr. Goodhope, I'm so sorry that you had to... I am immensely sorry that you had to sully your steps around Miss Scarlet here.
That is my friend. Please do not sully her name in front of me again.
And he looks at you with a little bit of a white eye, and he goes, "Oh, Mr. Goodhope, I apologize." And you certainly, you are correct, sir. You know what? How about he puts, his hand up to his mouth. He's like, "Oh, I'll give you a 50% discount, but please don't tell anybody, Mr. Goodhope."
Of course I won't.
So yes, 5.
I'll actually give him a silver for £2.
And you see that he takes it, and then he puts 4 pounds in bags and kind of puts them off to the side.
What a fantastic first roll, Tom.
That was great.
That's my character's thing right there.
You honor me with your partnerage. Is that the right word?
Patronage,
Mr.
Give me
Goodhope.
1
Thank
second.
you.
Our dog's head is stuck in the dog food bag.
Oh,
That
no.
sounds like the dog's problem.
Sounds like he needs to roll to get out.
Yeah, that
Escape artist check, please.
that's
Escape artist.
28 to diplomacy ain't helping that.
I'm gonna shake his hand and I'm gonna let everyone know that this is the best stand to buy your fruits and vegetables.
Oh, he's gonna Captain Shepherd
And
it.
immediately you hear Pauling say, "Oh, I appreciate that, Mr. Goodhope, who shops here at the Thumbs Nail, Mr. Owen Goodhope's favorite market."
This is my favorite market on the Citadel.
Yeah, on the Citadel. You beat me to it. The star shines at the Thumbs Nail. Playing on your...
Give him.
Huh? You gave him
Did you give him the
you gave him 4 pounds.
Okay, I'm gonna reach in my pocket and hand Owen 2 silver. Like, thank you, Owen.
You guys are complaining about 10 copper and you're throwing silver around like it's nothing.
He's a piece of shit. I don't care about.
Here's 70 gold. What's 70 gold between friends?
I don't care. He's a piece of shit.
What's the matter, damn it?
That's exactly. It's
I'm
the
sorry,
point of the matter.
I just wanted him to sort of eat crow
Yeah. Well,
and
Polly's.
not have him talk about you like that. So.
Well, thank you. Polly's piece of trash. He always has
I'm going
been.
to go fill my drink.
I can't.
Go
Pauly.
fill my drink. I'm Savan. I'm Paulie's dad.
Oh, now you switched.
No, I'm just saying. For the purposes of this, I'm his daddy. Go make me a drink.
Okay.
You're a good girl. What is everybody else doing while Owen is pulling Scarlet out of the fire over here?
I'm patiently waiting for those two to move off.
Okay. And you will see the town get back to its normal lively activities as the shops reopen. And you see some people taking the pamphlets that the guards are handing out, and some are crumpling them up and throwing them on the ground, and some are putting them in their back pockets. Other people are reading it just to double check and make sure they weren't, mishearing the news of the law. What about, we'll just keep going down. What's Jesse doing?
Jesse's still smoking his Keef cigarette.
Okay.
Everyone's kind of moved away a little bit, so he's not so worried about smoke blowing on people's faces. Do we have a way of keeping time in this? What time of day does it look like it is now?
It's probably 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Jesse just remembered he has another customer that he was supposed to get to before that announcement was made, on the edge of the market and Shrek's gift, which I believe you mentioned before that it's divided. Like, there's no way I can get in there. So
yeah, that's
I don't
completely.
Yeah.
So if you're looking at the place that's got the white, they're houses and they look like clouds.
Okay.
But they
Yeah, so
are
the
that area of Shrek's gift was a neighboring sister town that they say is completely haunted by poltergeists, and there is a magical bubble around that wall that stops the poltergeist from exiting, which is why that one inn gets so famous, because it shares a border with that town.
Right here in this little green area, I have a customer somewhere in there I do have to meet.
I just said that it's completely walled in. You can't get in there.
The White House.
Yeah, the White House. Yeah, I did White Houses to symbolize ghosts.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the darker square, number 4.
No. Yeah, that's my fault.
So then yes, the edge of the market before that bubbled area.
Yep, and that is right by the inn that you had your last dealing with, close enough to it. So yeah, very popular row for you.
These are regulars. Every other week or so, I'll get a drop off here.
Okay.
So I will. Who's still standing around in this bullshit circle then right now?
Everybody but Owen and Scarlet, unless somebody says otherwise.
Right. Myra, are you still on the ground? You said you were waiting for them to fuck off.
Yeah, I'm waiting for them to move off.
Okay, so I don't have a hat on. I'll pretend to like tip my hat to Lucian and to Theo, and I will stick a hand out to Myra as a polite gesture to give her a boost up if she wants to. But
Boost? I'm waiting.
what?
You don't need a boost.
Okay.
We're the same height. I just figured it'd be easier for me to do it than for someone else to do it.
So Jesse runs off. What about you, Damon? You're just still hanging out with everybody?
I'm gonna go and pick up the pamphlets that people crumpled up and throw them away.
Oh, that's nice of you. And one of the guards will see you doing it and say, "Look at this young lad, taking the city's pride into his own hands." Oh, it's young Damon Dark. How are you this evening, good sir?
Doing pretty good. And yourself?
Wonderful. The autumn harvest gives us strength and steel in these dark times.
True enough, but it's sad to see people throw these on the ground.
Yes, but it is their free will, or their, this is our way. If they choose to desecrate the town, that is why we have people to pick up after them. It's a circle of life, as one would say.
Well, I'm gonna get these cleaned up.
You're a good lad, Damon. Here, you know what? Don't tell your parents where you got it from, but you see him reach into his pocket and he pulls out a silver coin and gives it to you.
Oh, I couldn't, good sir.
Oh, you're such a stand-up gentleman, Damon. Bless you and your family. They raised a good kid.
My aunt is a very nice lady.
And I hear she's single.
A bit older than you, but yes, she is single.
It's the helmet. The helmet takes off 10 years, and he takes it off, and you see that he's got gray whiskers and crow's feet and almost scaly skin.
I'm sure she would love the company.
Well, tell her Thomas said hi. I was going to say Tillin again. I can't get Tillin out of my head. I gotta start writing the Keno's cards down.
Everybody's named Tillin.
Yeah, everybody. I'm Tillin's brother, Talon. Cheslin, there you go. Lucian, what are you doing?
I'm thinking I'm just sitting beside Moira for now. Just making sure everyone's, because we's gonna take our leave towards the library, try to figure that stuff out.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just wait up with Theo.
Yep, and Theo, I guess you're doing the same. Good, Theo. All right. Well, Owen and Scarlet, you finish your purchase, yes?
Yep.
And
Yes.
you reconvene with the group, and you will see Damon chatting it up with the guards, cleaning up the streets. And Jesse is gone.
Wish I was shocked, but you know how Jesse be rolling.
They be hating.
Exactly.
Roll a stealth as the guards are trying to catch you hiding dirty.
Wow.
Trying to catch me hiding dirty. Trying to catch me hiding dirty.
What about Myra? Or me?
You! Never mind. Nate got it. Nate and Grim got it. No, you didn't.
I said wow.
They're going to catch you riding dirty.
Well, bring it, bro. I'm a pacifist, okay? Fuck.
And they mistake you for somebody else and apologize. They thought you were one of the Hergas venturing through the city without a permit.
Oh, I'm just making my deliveries.
Yes, I'm sorry, sir. You just had a wary look about you, but my apologies.
Think nothing of it, yes? Have a good day. And then I turn around and walk away.
And you hear the guard say to himself, should I not think? Is that what I should not do? Okay. Well, Scarlet, you reconvene with Owen.
No, we reconvene with everybody.
Typing in the next amount of psychic damage somebody's about to take.
Nerd, you get caught and they misstep. I'm just...
They're like, now wait a minute.
All right, you're all together again, for the love of Christ.
Are we going to the library to get these books for Owen and then going to Theo's? Is that what you need, Owen? We need to take you to the library, correct?
Yeah, I need to find some books on rules. That's what they're trying to tell me.
Okay, yeah, we can do that, right? And you can distract Tony, right, Lucian?
Yes, I can. Sorry, I'm still thinking about my engagement there with Lana.
Why?
Didn't
What
go the way
happened?
I was hoping. I don't know. She didn't read sarcasm really well, but I mean, gnomes typically don't.
I was going to say, the gnome that owns that shop, isn't she persnickety?
He just nods his head. I think so.
All right, don't worry about it. Pretty sure she'd be like that with anybody. You're good.
Just trying to find my place here. All right. So,
Mira, you ready to go to the library? Probably hide better there.
Yeah, let's get out of this marketplace.
Let's go.
And correct
but
me
do
again,
be careful with the books.
Jesse, where are you from? Which district?
Blah, 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 blah. I said this forever ago.
I knew you grew up in the slums, but I forget where you live currently.
Yeah, I aged out of the orphanage, the Strong Neck Orphanage, and I guess I was in the Rat Folk district of town. I assume that we had one.
Nah, the only districts are Dwarven and Elven. Everybody else is free.
All right. Fucking.
Well, that's fine. Well, if you're not in the slums, it's all that matters.
Well, here's the thing: the rich part of town, right? Where's the rich part of town?
All the way south, where the nice fancy tiles are. 13, the opulent district.
All right. So, is there any fucking residential like living areas between the market and the other side of 13 where it's not the opulent district?
Yes, there's many.
Yeah. Okay. So then I'll live somewhere in one of those.
Right.
I have some rich customers. So.
That's fine. Rent's 20 G's a month.
Okay. Gotcha.
Mark that down on your calendar, please.
20G. Got it. Calendar. There
Okay.
it is.
Yeah, then that's fine, because if you were from the slums, you would need a permit. But that's cool. All right, so you guys leave the market, and you head in towards the main city. You guys would know that Sarah would probably have gone to the smaller districts to read out the rest of the laws. So there's, the streets are alive with people celebrating the festival in the main city. You can pass when you guys come into the main city, you pass the fairgrounds where you guys can hear a lot of cheering and music playing. I mean, you guys know that they have basically a big autumn carnival set up. Tony's shop is near 26, though, on the map, which is right near
Shop or library?
Library. I'm sorry, which is near Lauren's or Scarlett's family shop, which is called what?
Landis General Store.
Yes. So yeah, Tony's. I gotta put that on the map. Is right around there. Cool. So, you guys doing anything else, or just going right to Tony's?
I think I'm just going right to Tony's.
Yeah.
I figure we're just trying to find these rules. Is it possible? I don't know how I would want to word this. Like when you said rules, is there a way that I could try to like help pinpoint what type of rules you'd be looking for?
Baja.
Owen.
Baja.
I don't know what rules. It just said they just told me that I needed to read the rules. So I mean, the only new rules are these right here. But if this doesn't work, then I need to look into some of the old rules, obscure rules.
Okay. I guess that's where I'd ask now, the DM in this situation. Because of me like working within all these books, what would be like old tapestries, old lettermans of like rules that the Lovoxith would have had? Do I have to roll for that to figure that out?
No, I mean, you being in the library, I don't know, would you have read a lot of these books?
I think a lot of the books would have just been a lot of the history of Lovoxith, but I wouldn't know if that would just be only in the rules.
Well, you know that laws have evolved a lot, and they get more strict as time goes on. So, like for instance, mainly when something has gotten out of hand is when they made a law. So the most recent one would have been the no worshiping of evil deities. No sleeping on the streets, because they had issues with with integrations and Trax gift, everything. People. So that's pretty much how the city goes. They've been very open and followed a very strict rules of no selling of personal whatever I said it was. No selling your body. No
Free
murder,
samples are
assault.
okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You can have free samples, a toe, a finger, that's fine. But no stealing, murdering, assault, vandalism, or acts that fall under those terms. That stuff has always been there, and they've just built laws as they go.
Okay.
So there's no strict books of law, new law. No sticking fingers in the ears of other beings. That's probably one that's an important one on the docket right now.
Oh yeah, Damp Williams.
Yes.
I hate getting Damp Williams.
Williams.
I love that guy is so good.
I hate getting moist Marvins.
I'm fucking nowhere, bro. What the fuck?
All right. So I'll say to Owen, I'm like, maybe I can figure something. I'll go ahead and grab some of the textbooks before a lot of the stricter laws came into play. Do you think maybe a few decades ago?
Probably as early as you can get.
Ooh, I might actually have to talk to Tony with that one because he has some of those locked back. All right.
But let me read these new ones first, because why wouldn't they tell me to read these before? And we've got these new rules coming out today, so if that doesn't work, then we'll see.
Could be a will save, Owen. Damon, are you still following along with them?
Yeah.
Okay. And Jesse, after you meet with your contact, what are you doing?
We are way far from the dock. 4 in the afternoon, you said something like that. So I'd probably go find something to eat then. Go back towards the market and find something to eat. I'll frequent the normal, same places. I got a routine, so I'll probably stop by my favorite sandwich shop or some shit, sandwich stall.
Okay.
And grab lunch and probably take it to go so I can find a quiet alley to smoke another, not a J, smoke a K. Keef Cigs.
Fine. And
anyone around me sees me kind of just crumple to the ground, hold my head, and just sway back and forth.
And I try to catch him.
Yeah.
Are we in the street?
You're in the street, yep. So you guys see that happening to Owen.
I'm like, bring him over here, get out, and I'm like pushing people, like, move.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to hoist him up a little bit onto my shoulder.
Use my very intimidating stature of 2'6" to clear a path through the crowd.
Get out of the way!
I'll bite your ankles, I swear to God.
Small packages, something.
I'll take out your knees, man.
All right.
We can lean him against, I don't know, a storefront, and we'll be like, Owen, are you okay?
Nope, not good.
I think we should just let him rest for a second because if it's the normal issues, it's probably
Yep.
really, really bad.
Yep, they're screaming.
Are we near my family shop?
Yeah, you're about halfway. Walking through the streets. Mm-hmm.
So we're not in front of it, is my question. Sorry.
No. Theo, are you just hanging out? All right, Moira, are you just hanging out?
She was fighting people out. She's on the back up.
All right, I'm just making sure. I'm making sure I'm hitting everybody. Just that's all. Just making sure I get everybody.
Did you say you were? Are you gonna pick it like? How tall is Owen?
Super tall. He's 10 foot tall.
Yeah, no, I'm not 10 foot tall.
Track height.
But I'm about 6'1".
How tall is Lucian?
I'm only 5'10".
Goodness. Where's Damien? Wait, how tall isn't Damien?
Listen, I'm pretty tall for a gnome.
I'm only
You-
5 something too. I'm just a 15-year-old kid.
Yeah, like Jesus. Oh, rude.
I was trying
At
to see
least
if
I'm
we
helping
could.
him.
I know. I was trying to see if we could like carry him.
I don't know. I saw how your brow raised when I said I'm 5'10".
Oh, I can carry him.
I mean,
I could carry him, no problem.
Okay, if you want to carry him, then we could probably carry him down and try to get him in somewhere so he's not out here in these crowded streets where everyone's yelling. And the yelling in his head.
Yeah, I'll put him across my shoulders like a fireman's carry.
Yeah, that works too.
You okay, DM?
Yeah, I'm just messaging nerd or people.
Okay, so nerd.
So subtle.
People.
I'm messaging you.
Right. Did you hear what we're doing?
Yeah, you're taking him to a building close by.
Okay, so we don't have to roll anything, right? He just gets to carry him.
No, you don't need to roll
Well,
anything.
I think David's pretty strong. What's your strength, David?
I'm 18, I think.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Well-
then you do that no problem for sure.
So
I have a -1 to strength, but I tried.
the closest thing around you guys would be. You guys aren't moving your tokens. It's my fault. That's
Here,
fine.
I'll
Yeah,
move it.
I don't need you to. That's fine. The closest thing around you guys would be a church and a cemetery. 2 churches and a cemetery. You're about halfway there. There's also an Elvish embassy as well that you guys are near. So you guys are near where this circle is right now.
Well, we don't want to go to the cemetery because people are trying to talk to dead people.
Yeah, you can see a line inside the cemetery. It looks like people who have heard the news early is starting to already take their gift.
Although
Okay,
it
are
would
you-
cut out the middleman if something bad were to happen.
All right, Damien. You're strong enough. You can carry him. We can keep going, right? We can keep going until you're really tired to get to the place.
I would do anything for you, Miss Scarlet.
Good. All right, let's keep going. Let's get him. Let's see if we can get him to the library.
Are you still there, Kai?
Yeah?
Okay,
Oh.
just wanted to make sure. There's been a couple times we asked
Yeah,
you
I-
questions and you're just dead
Yeah, I
silent.
was asking what was
What?
going on with Theo.
Oh, my headset was like just slightly off or like out. I thought it was in.
Yeah, it's all right.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
good.
there was
I
just
was
a couple
just-
of chances I wanted to check.
Yep, in case Theo was doing something different than the rest of the group.
No, I mean, just with the group right now.
Okay.
Theo didn't pass out also, did they?
No.
Well,
I'll
that's
drag
fine.
him by his ankles.
You guys will make it to the library, or this library anyway, which is called. I don't think you gave me a name for this place, did you?
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
You're talking
Yeah,
about
they
the
did.
library, right?
Why don't I have it written down?
It's in my notes. I'll pull it up.
Tony's
real quick.
Brickstone Bookstore.
Yeah,
Help.
Brick Stove Bookstore.
I guess I need to make a better legend because I have. Yep. So you guys will be able to make it in, and Tony's is relatively quiet for an autumn night.
Hmm.
And as soon as you guys come in, you can see Tony behind the counter dusting off books. And he looks to you and says... he doesn't even look up to see who's here. I'm sorry. He just says... trying to...
It's alright. Do what you need to do.
You're Italian. Come on.
Yeah.
I think one of the funniest things about this bookstore, though, is when you come in...
Speaking Italian, hey,
You see him messing with the book. He says, maybe just a bad book, but you should learn to shut it. And he shuts this book and says, what? Oh, hey, Lucian, how you doing, huh? Come on in.
Tony.
Hi, Tony.
Oh, Theo, how you doing?
Not too bad.
You just working tonight?
Just a little bit of the work tonight, Tony.
Hate
We're just gonna do a little bit of the work, Tony. We're kind of looking around a little bit, and
hey, you're allowed to look, but you still gotta buy if you're not on the clock, you know.
I'm kind of eyeing some stuff, Tony.
Takes his fingers and he scrunches up like he's making a fist. He starts, rubbing his collar. He's like, I gotta make some money. I gotta make a profit.
Yeah, absolutely.
I gotta make some money that I have to go and pay you mooks to do your jobs.
Oh yeah, totally, Tony. I gotta go ahead and start looking through this area. This area with the rolled textbooks. Would you be able to help me figure some stuff out over here?
What do I look like? A man of intelligence? I just sell the books. I make the books and I sell the books. What do you need help with? Don't I pay you to help me with the books? What am I? Who's the boss around here?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
They don't call me Tony Ladanza for nothing. What do you need?
Tony, would you mind if I set my friend here on a table or something?
Oh, Mr. Dog, look, sometimes you gotta treat this place like a vegetable garden. Pick what you want, pay me, and leave, That's what it's all about.
Oh my God.
Oh, whoa, we got us a celebrity around here, Mr. Goodhope. Hey, what was a festival bring you into my shop? And he just starts trying to clean things up for no reason. He's throwing books on the ground. He's knocking things over. He's really not even cleaning anything. And he looks
practically to pick up these.
He's like, yo, Theo, you want to eat, snaps his fingers and moves his, points down. You want to help me out over here?
Yeah, I can help Tony.
I just look as I need just a place to sit down. I've got a major headache.
You've got a headache? That ain't good.
Oh God. Lucian,
I now have him cradled in my arms in front of me. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
Ew.
Oh, it's all right. Evie's looking it up.
Get out of here.
Sorry. Oliver took his diaper off, and Evie's cleaning it up off the floor. Okay.
Oh dear Lord.
1 second. This is awesome. Usually this only happens when I'm talking to Spike. Yeah.
And those are the powers he has.
He starts looking through the shelves, Owen, and he pulls out a book in the curative section. He's like, yo, Mr. Goodhope, here you go. Here's some nice tea recipes. Or what? I don't know what he just did.
Right now.
But there you go. And he slams the book down in front of you. This should help you out with your headache, sir.
Thank you, Tony. I appreciate it.
Anytime, man. That's what I'm here for. At Tony's Brickstone Bookstore.
Mr. Goodhope, should I continue to hold you, or would you like a chair?
You can sit me down, Damon, and you just call me Owen.
Okay, I sure will, Mr. Owen.
Then Tony catches a look at you, Moira, and at you, Scarlet, and he's like, to what do we owe the honor of the Princess of Lovoxith and Moira Woldo?
You know darn well I'm not the princess of Lovoxith, Tony.
Right. Well, just keep your hands where I can see him. And he looks over at you, Lucian. He's like, "You mind watching her, right?"
Tony, I've been in here a million times. I've never stolen one of your books. And by the way, it's a library. The fact that you keep trying to make money off people for coming in here and renting books is a bit of a problem.
Yeah, just like your dad tries to make money off of keeping people alive, like they can't do it themselves. But that's okay.
Lucian's just behind Tony, looking at Scarlet like, hey, waving his hands like, like, hey, this is my job.
Theo, you all right?
Yeah. Thinking about lots of stuff.
What you thinking about? He gets in close. What's wrong, Theo? You all right? What? These people bothering you? Is that one over there? I mean, like, I know you don't care for thieves in here. He was looking at Scarlet.
She's a good kid.
Oh yeah, she's real good at taking stuff when nobody's looking. She's real good.
Hey. She's a good kid.
Damn it.
Yeah, I don't know if I appreciate the crowd you're walking in here with. You got Miss Woldo and, the princess. But then you got the Good Hope kid and the Dark Boy, so I don't even understand what's going on.
And then Jesse sneaks in the door just as they say that.
Give me a stealth, see if he even notices you coming in.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm not using the word sneak literally. Like, I'm not trying to hide. I slipped in the door.
And
right after.
as soon as the door opens, enough to where he wouldn't notice, or he would notice?
Yeah, no, he would notice me. I'm not trying to hide from anyone.
Oh, hey, a nice paying customer. How you doing today, sir? How can I help you? Welcome to Tony's Brickstone Bookstore.
Tony, it's fine. I just need some paper. That's it.
The paper's like the source of the book. You can't have a good book without paper. That's what Tony's all about. Good pizza, paper.
Pizza? Did you say pizza?
No, I'm talking about books. What are you talking about pizza for, all right? I'm just saying. Paper's the source of the book. And
very, very sorry. I thought you said something about pizza. Listen. What the fuck with this fucking accent? I wrote notes down. Goddamn.
I wrote accents down for this.
I wrote notes down. I had to watch YouTube videos for like 15 minutes before the session.
I've learned more French in 2 weeks than I've learned in my entire life just to play this damn game.
This time I'll try harder. I just need some paper. Some clean blank paper. This is all I require.
What do I look like? A paper vendor? This is a bookstore, okay? I don't write the books. You want the books or not?
You do not. Can I have a notebook, please, then?
Look, you seem to have a lot on your mind, a lot of things to say, all right? You can take some time writing so I don't have to hear it. But you find your own paper to do it.
Go get a pull-up.
Thank you. You've been very helpful, Tony, asshole. And then...
Hey, wait. I'm not an asshole, man. I'm just trying to tell you I sell books. I don't sell paper.
Just see you'll walk through the aisles to try to find a small, inconspicuous field notebook.
Theo, go help out a customer. I know you're not on the clock, but come on, all right?
All right, I'll help out.
Jesse?
As soon as we enter those doors, I feel like we have to be on the clock. If not, we're just lollygagging.
Oh yeah. I'll stop Jesse, and I'll give him one of my pieces of parchment.
Oh, thank you very much. I do probably need an actual notebook now that I'm thinking about it. The one piece of paper might not be enough.
How many do I have? Hold on.
Oh, Theo.
No, friend. It is okay. Don't you worry. I just need a field book, perhaps like a journal or something like that.
I can take you to my paper vendor.
You have a paper vendor? That seems incredibly specialized. Why someone would need a paper vendor to me is peculiar.
Artists?
Oh, so like
Plus
the canvas.
they make the paper for the pamphlets that we all just basically threw away.
And these books that Tony doesn't actually sell.
Like this one, and I take the pamphlet out with all the rules on it, and I rip it in half, and I start rolling Keith up into it.
I have a whole bunch of those if you'd like them.
Hey, if you want to smoke, do it outside, please.
Oh no. Not the
Not
problem.
near the books. Just not near the
Yes,
books.
of course. Um, yes, I do not need to see your purveyor. I simply need a clean notebook, just a brand new, clean, nice, simple. I have to go down to the dock sometimes, and I like to smoke and talk to the crabs and write down notes. That's
Yeah,
how it
we
is.
don't have any empty notebooks.
No, oh.
Yeah.
All right then. I appreciate your help. Perhaps I will try the Barnes of the Nobles up the street.
That would be a good idea.
Damn it.
All right then.
Our competitor.
On the
Yeah,
way
they
out.
It's just Tony's brother,
On
Yeah,
the
they
way
actually
out.
sell books there.
Costanza.
On the way out, Jesse turns around and hands the cigarette that he just rolled to Theo. For your trouble. Thank you very much. Let me know if you need anything, okay? Or if anybody you know needs anything. I fucked up the voice again. God damn it.
You
And
know what?
then
You can keep that. I'll just.
I already turned around. I'm already walking out.
Oh goodness. I don't know what kind of drug this is.
I just I poke Mira and I'm like, go figure out what kind of drug that is.
Poker to her.
I'll kind of not step. I'm not stomping. I'm not making an attack, but I kind of step on Myra's boot on the way out the door.
Bully!
I did not hear much of that, Cass.
Do you know what kind of drug this is?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Mira.
Well, he stepped on my foot, so I said, "Ow! What was that for, you big bully?"
We just heard bully.
Yeah, I didn't hear you say anything else. I thought maybe you should know. For whatever reason, there seems to be a lot less guards out tonight. For whatever reason, the city guard has. So maybe you want to do something. Maybe do it now. I'll turn and walk out the library, out the bookstore.
That's awful if there's less city guards. I wonder if I should go help.
No. You should stay here. We might need you to help with Owen. And I really need you to stay here and help us with Owen. Please.
If you should ask, I shall stay.
Thank you. Mira, are you gonna answer Theo? She wants to know if you know what kind of drug he gave her.
So I'll take the joint, for lack of a better word, from Theo and give it a sniff.
Oh, here, I'm gonna whisper to you. My bad. As if it mattered.
Yeah, she would definitely know.
Yeah, I don't know why I fucking whispered that. Whatever. It's a hand rolled cigarillo of Keith. It's what I was smoking earlier. I'll link that if you guys need that.
The mixture of peyote and kush.
Basically.
I just thought of how cool it would be for your cigarettes to give you pass without a trace.
There is one that gives you detect magic while you're smoking it.
That's interesting.
Allows you to see every kind of magic in color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, man.
As
That's
thanks for
color,
your
man.
help, Mira, you can have this one.
Thanks.
Link.
Oh, did it not? Oh, fuck.
It just says link.
God damn it.
Link.
That was awesome. I was like, oh.
I do like Link. He's cool.
He puts out a fair game, I'll tell you that.
He doesn't talk much though.
Yeah.
Which one is pretty good? Because all of them are pretty good, I think.
I'm gonna walk over to Mira and hand her 2 of the containers of berries and be like, look, if you want to go and try to upsell these to the rich people, if not, you can stay here with us, but it's up to you. I just figured if you want to sell 2, you can go for it. I'll take the other 2 another time.
district and get some of these sold. I have to check some traps anyway.
Okay. I just figured because I heard him say that the guards are scarce, so if you want to do it now.
And I'm out. Central, grab the berries and run off.
And I'll just turn back around and be like, Owen, are you feeling any better in here, or do we need to get you away from this area? And like eyes dart to Tony and back.
I feel a little better. These laws, there's some weird stuff going on with this pamphlet. Or this is that what I was reading, the pamphlet?
Yes, you were. I thought you were reading a book that Lucian gave you.
Oh
yeah, I was grabbing a couple of those.
Yeah, I'm reading that book.
There's something weird going on with them?
Yeah, there's some crazy stuff in here. Like for anyone who comes into the city seeking refuge, they must relinquish all their belongings and live in the barracks for a month.
What?
Goblins aren't allowed in the city.
Whoa.
Interesting.
If you find a Bargist, you're responsible to report it to the guards.
A Bargist?
What's a Bargist?
It's like a wolf thing.
Says Jesse from the other outside plane.
I got him.
He just in the window. He looks in the window.
I was answering out of character. My apologies.
I was asking out of character, so thank you.
Yeah, I would have asked that out of character too.
Yeah, it's like a ward basically, but it's like big and like monstrous instead of like natural. It doesn't look like a natural wolf. It looks like a fucking monster.
Oh, cool.
Lucian, you read a lot of books, a lot more than I do. Do you happen to know what that is?
Bargus, just that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Believe it's a spectral version of a bar. He says sarcastically. No, it's just a bigger animal. I guess the closest thing it's like a mix between a bear and a wolf type. Just big shouldered, big jawed.
I have to start reading more books.
Does that mean that they're in the town now?
I feel like that one of the biggest thing about Lovoxith is that they don't turn anybody away. So if these are the original laws, stuff must have been pretty scary for them to have bear, wolf-like creatures and not allowing goblins in.
Yeah.
Mm.
What's the other ones?
I'm going to continue to read until something crazy pops out at me.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and see.
Do you want it out loud or private?
You can give it out loud.
So you find another law. The book he's reading is Past Laws of the Seasons. There's the main city laws, and then there's the seasonal laws that sometimes change and sometimes become mandated laws. But the last one you read, Owen, is that any goods or weapons, materials from the Badlands is considered contraband, and having being caught with it in your possession is considered a war crime against the city. And this rule is probably dated back 300 or 400 years. But yeah, we'll say 300 to 400 years ago.
Gotcha.
Well, I mean, they changed their seasonal rules, so I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense. It's so wild that was an issue.
I mean, but there's. I'm gonna search and see if any of these rules have been overturned.
A lot of them have addendums, but that book doesn't list if they've been overturned. It's just a list of old seasonal laws.
Okay.
For you guys, it's common city knowledge that a lot of the seasonal laws get overwritten with the new laws, and any ones that become mandates get added to the actual list of laws. So through that book, because there was an addendum where all religions were worshipped, openly, and then after the issue with Shrek, that got it doesn't say that it got changed. You just see that further or more earlier in the book that the law was now you can't worship any evil religion.
Gotcha.
Some of the first laws were that the recalibrators were not to be disturbed while they were performing their craft, and that Lovoxith Maine was to be taken out of residence, so nobody could live there, which is 31 on your map. So that became non-livable. That was one of the first rules of the one of the first seasonal rules, is that nobody was allowed to live there.
Is that the one near the port?
Yeah, that's 31. That's essentially like if you ever have seen an old Amish village where it's a tourist trap where you go in and they show you how things were like back in the day. That's essentially what 31 is right now. It's the original. It's the first city that withstood the test of time before it integrated everything else. And I'm saying the first town, not city. It became a city, but that was the first town that started this all. So what's everybody still hanging out in Tony's?
Yeah, that was.
I think I was trying to think. Sorry.
Oh no, you're good. I thought my connection was fucked up.
No, yeah, everybody's dead silent. Like I threw a truth bomb at you guys or something.
Yeah, I know. What it made me think about was wondering if I would find maybe a god compendium, maybe something that would help Owen try to narrow down which god is trying to speak to him.
So your library would have as I mean, this is a nice little mom and pop shop, but it does have volumes dedicated to the gods, and each god has its own section. So there are volumes of histories for the gods.
Okay.
Yeah, and then as well as the new gods that were discovered as the city went. So when the people first settled this land, they had the inner city gods or inner sea gods, and then as time went on, they added the new gods, Nadia, Zane, Rakali, all those Grimm, and they all just eventually got added in over time. So those were newer discovered deities.
Okay. I'm gonna try to make sure to grab a lot of those books of just the different gods, just to see if what book would resonate with Owen the most.
Oh, hey, Thalion, what are you doing over here? You or Lucian? Sorry, Travis is Thalion. You taking books off the shelves? You clean them up? You just giving them away for free? This is a business. We got to make some money.
Yes. I'm just making sure that we're reading. They're reading for certain things. We just look for other things going on. Just most of that stuff. Don't worry. I'll make sure that you get paid.
Yeah, we'll make sure, Tony.
You're muted.
Yeah, just make sure they rip it, they buy it. All right.
Yep. I'm gonna look a little bit at Theo here and be like, all right, this is getting a little tougher for us to do. He definitely does like to at least sell the books, so worst case scenario, I'll just have to buy the books at least Owen resonates with the most.
Does he actually make pizzas there?
No.
No, we actually
no. It's
some of the parchment is made of cheese.
Stop!
Dried up
Stop! Just stop it.
No.
We don't have glue. We use cheese. How do you think we get these little leather binds? What do you think we run here?
All right.
I didn't know that part. Just so we know, just so we all know, I wasn't aware of that.
I didn't prove this.
You don't realize how cheap Tony is. He's not
makes
gonna buy
sense now.
glue.
Would you
Why all
say
these books
Tony's
smell like
cheesy?
He is cheesy. Very cheesy.
Pages
At
are
least
like
from
the
what I meant.
sauce, and the words on the pages are like the toppings, and the crust is like the hardback book cover.
Yeah.
How busy does my family shop look across the way?
You see a couple people going in, a couple people going out. It doesn't look like there's a lot of traffic through there right now.
Boy,
What's that?
I'm going.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna look at everybody and be like, I'm gonna be right back. I just need to like check in with my brother. Lose his mind. I'll be right back.
All right.
Are you going with her, Myra?
He's gone, bro.
Oh,
She took berries to go sell to rich kids at an up price because there's no guards out there watching her.
Lucian,
Who said there was no guards? I'm trying to talk over you, Theo. I'm sorry.
Jesse said the guards weren't as
I said that I had mentioned that they had thinned out on my way out the bookstore.
In the market, they had thinned out. Yes, you were in the
Is
main
the
city
bookstore
now.
not in the market?
No, it's in the main city.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did not.
well. She is heading towards the rich part of town.
Okay.
Yeah, into the rich part of town. Have some deliveries to make. Gotta sell some berries. It's gonna be a good day.
Okay, Moira. So you will walk the streets and you will see people enjoying the festivities. More of the same that's going on. The streets are alive. There's a lot less vendors, but there's
With
people.
the sound of Griswolds.
Yeah, Griswolds. There's more block parties going on, as this is a more residential part of the city that you're in. You can see that where there's parks on your way going south, that they have a lot of tents set up, and there's a lot of people playing in the fields. But this is, essentially a big Mardi Gras party going on. So what are you trying to do?
Make it to is this the Richie Rich section?
If you're going to go all the way to the other end of the city, you won't make it there until probably nightfall. Or dark, I'm sorry. It'd probably take you 3 hours to get to the other end of the city.
Mm.
And there's no like carts that go through here, right?
Go through where?
Like through town. Like are people like riding horses and carrying carts through here?
There's not really much trade traffic. It would happen more towards the docks. But I mean, the city's celebrating a festival at nighttime. There's not much. There's trade carts moving back and forth, but not. I don't know what you're asking. I'm sorry.
I was just asking if there was like a lot of traffic that maybe
there's
she could like hitch a
there's
ride on
There's
something.
tons of traffic. There's carts and people filling the streets right now.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see guards at any intersections directing traffic. Trying to keep things moving. Just picture like an amusement park. That's the traffic right now in the city, which is typical for every day. So for you to navigate to the rich part of town would probably take you till nightfall, which is fine if that's what you're doing.
Yep, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. All right. What's everybody else doing in Tony's?
Oh, I was just gonna whisper to Lucian, if you want, I can try to get Tony to go with me to the parchment merchant.
That probably would be a good plan. That'll give me a chance to kind of look through these god compendiums with Owen.
Okay. Hey, Tony, I need to get some parchment. Do you want to come with me? Would this be a...
Why would I need to go get parchment for? We don't sell papers, we sell books, Theo. Where you been?
We sometimes have to replace the pages, Tony.
Yeah.
Why would I go to a parchment store? The pages are made with cheese. I would go to a delicatessen.
Yeah, that's where you go. That's where you go, Theo.
Yeah, okay. Right, sorry, I forgot.
That's way across town. You guys got a great distance to go.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go, Tony. I need somebody on the clock to help me out, and obviously Lucian can watch the store for us.
All right, but if we're gonna go to Suprio's, we gotta hurry.
All right, let's go.
All right. He looks over at you, Lucy. He's like, look, You watch that Scarlet Girl, all right, Theo? Or right, Lucian? Like I'm being dead serious, all right? I don't want her touching any books without you asking if she gonna buy it, all right?
Yeah, if she touches anything, she's buying it.
I'm the boss around here, but right now you're gonna be the boss, all right? So don't be asking who's the boss.
Exactly.
Is Tony's back to me while he's talking to
Yes,
Lucian?
Tony,
I'm just
yeah.
looking at Lucian and I'm just like flipping Tony off behind him and I'm just like I'm just like doing all this as I walk out of the store.
Are you like blocking him?
All right. Do you want anything? You want anything, Lucia? You want some cold cuts, some gabagool? What do you want?
My mother Philgrade did need some gabagool.
Goo. It's not goo. It's gabagool.
Gabagool?
All right, I'll pick you up a stack.
I thought that's what I said.
Fine.
All right, thank you. I'll pay for it.
Lead the way, Theo.
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Lucian has this moment where he realized he kind of adapted to the accent halfway through, and he's like, ugh. I did that.
I hear they got really good horse salami, Theo.
You know, I haven't had any better in town.
Yeah, how I feel about that horse salami. It makes really good encyclopedias.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Lucian's gonna start grabbing the compendiums now.
Yes.
Gaben's gonna pick up one of the books and sniff it. Then kind of just set it down.
The pages are brown, and which would typically be fine, except you understand that they were made of cheese.
So
Listen, you can sell more books when they biodegrade at their homes. This is how it works. It's called a constant process.
I don't know how the hell you were expecting me to keep this fucking shop straight with cheese papers.
It's only to replace certain pages. He still goes out and does the normal get books, but if he has to replace a page, he's like, parchment's expensive.
Theo and Tony leave. Owen, are you still investigating this book?
I am.
All right, you will find some more crazy laws about worshiping Shrek on different days, praying to Kildrick without money is frowned upon. Hunting in Nadia's wood is strictly forbidden. But at a time, it was fine. It didn't matter. But you see, like as the laws evolved, killing anything in Nadia's wood was frowned upon. So, it started out with, it went from squirrels, rabbits, up the chain of bigger animals to deer.
Wait.
What? That you couldn't hunt these things. And then,
saying.
And then eventually, it got to the point where you could only call them to keep the numbers down. But if you did end these animals, you had to basically do like a ceremony in front of Nadia's tree to gain her favor, to make it okay without losing the favor of the wood.
We don't trophy hunt here, bitches.
Jesse, what are you doing?
I've been standing outside of Tony's bookstore this whole time.
So you will have seen Theo walk out with Tony.
Yeah. I watched Myra leave. I watched the two of them leave. I'm still smoking. I'm just kind of taking my time, just seeing what's going on.
Okay. And the guard presence here is still very strong.
Okay.
They haven't turned over yet, which isn't uncommon. It's probably 5, 6 o'clock at night at this point with you guys messing around and the time it took you to get here. The Night Watch usually takes over around 7 or 8 in the middle city, but a little earlier in the outer districts. But that's, you're still within that time limit. Myra, you make it about halfway down to the opulent district, and you can see that there's a bunch of people fishing outside of Judgmental in the big koi pond that you so aptly have called it, and that the church near on the corner is hosting a lot of autumn events. There's people bobbing for apples. There's people hitting piñatas of Shrek in the back. They have a fairground where it looks just like a small assortment of carnival games, but more good-natured fun. This church is more associated with... this church is the Gotta find it in my notes. I'm sorry.
That's all right, no worries.
Thank you, Nate. Is the Whisper to the Endless Night. It is the home to all deities, but this is the church where Brother Tylus, who is a star deacon of the city, is one of the most respected of the religious people here. And he is a disciple of Sarene, and you see him standing out front giving blessings to people and offering them little trinkets and awards. But this is the richer part of town. This church is very well off, as they receive a lot of donations. And usually public acknowledgement of Shrek would probably be frowned upon, but for some reason this church is allowed to get away with it.
So this big carnival going on. Myra's definitely distracted because she has the attention span of a flea. So she's gonna sneak around and try and rig up the game so they'll fall on like the carny guy's head.
So you're trying to rig up which games? They have bobbing for apples. They have, and this is like good wholesome family fun. They have sack races. They have pin the tail on the donkey, and the donkey has Gary, effigies of Gary sitting on top of this large warhorse style stallion wearing a black hat, which you would know as Shadow, which is linked to Dunkin' Donkeys. But what?
Now, are they pinning the tail on a real donkey, or is it like a cutout?
It's like a cutout, but they're paying homage to Shadow and Raven.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure they weren't poking a real donkey in the ass.
No.
Gonna have a problem.
You see some dunk tanks with people dressed up as various celebrities around town. You see some people walking around, or one of the people in the dunk tank looks like Owen. He's got an obnoxious like scars all over his face, and he's acting high and mighty, and he's better than everybody else there.
Well,
Hey,
rude.
You can't have celebrity status and not have people who make fun of it.
Right.
You do know.
I'm going to rig it. I want to rig the dunk tank so that way, whenever the guy or person who's dressed up like Owen and acting all pretentious gets up there, it collapses no matter if somebody hits the little thingy or not.
So there's a lot of people watching this tank, or are you trying to get in when they take a break?
I'll wait until they go to take a break.
Okay, so what are you trying to do to this tank? Are you trying to mess up the structural stability of it, or what?
No, I'm trying to mess up like the catch for the chair, so that way it's very, very free for the guy that's playing Owen, and he just keeps falling in the water.
All right, I will let you do. What's your craft role? Did you pick one or profession?
Let me see. Hang on.
If not, I'll probably dungeon engineering.
I only have craft alchemy.
All right.
So, to dungeoneering.
You don't have dungeoneering, so give me.
No.
You have sleight of hand. We'll go with that.
Or
I'll try and help you out here. Or you had disable device as well. Was it the same? It's the same bonus for both.
yeah, so 13.
Give me a stealth roll. You see Brother Tylus walking around the fairgrounds. He doesn't so enjoy picking on Owen Goodhart. You know that. Even though Brother Tylus, well, you don't know his relationship with Owen, but you can tell it's good-natured. He's looking at your direction. He's watching you as you mess with this. And he just smiles at you and waves. Doesn't seem to want to engage with you at all. So you are going to be able to mess with this without being seen, as he is the only one really watching you mess with the dunk tank.
All right.
And are you there? Are you going to sit there and admire your work?
I absolutely am. I'm going to see how many times this guy gets dunked.
So Brother Tylus walks over to the event and says, "Please, come one, come all, and pay respects to one of the brightest, most honorable men of Lovoxith, the Star Child himself, Mr. Owen Goodhope. And this man wearing an obnoxious costume with polka dots and, like I said, basically a red star painted on the top of his head. Arrows pointing to the star saying, "I'm a big deal, look at me." Walks over and says, "Hey kids, it's me, Owen Goodhope. Yeah, the Star Lovoxith." And he starts throwing apples at people, but letting them catch them. He's like, "I bet you can't dunk me down. Nothing's knocked me off a pedestal since I was born. I'm Owen Goodhope. I'm very important." I don't know. I didn't plan for any of this. And he goes and sits up there and starts yelling at people about their aim and saying that the stars have blessed him with the ability to never be knocked down, and people should be blessed to be in his presence. And a scrawny little kid walks up, can't be more than 10 years old, and immediately throws and hits the buzzer. And how does this thing collapse?
There's almost like heaters for a minute, and then it just gives out, and like somehow the whole stand just flips over. I don't know.
The stand flips over, so
I don't know.
let's see. I'm not even gonna go ahead and roll a d20. I'm not taking my result. I'm gonna let you roll it. I meant to say you roll a d20. Do you want this stand to impale Owen or not impale Owen with your 20? Chaos. So the stand flips over, and the seat that he was on, instead of going down, flips him up in the air. And as this flips over and he comes down, the posts that were holding this into the ground impale him through the chest. And
Jesus.
Holy fuck bucket.
Oh,
she said chaos.
you can do chaos without killing someone.
No. I agree. Chaos has to involve something bad.
And children and adults go screaming as Brother Tylus runs over and starts trying. Immediately pulls him off of the post. And you see a white light emanate all over Brother Tylus, and he puts his hand on the fake Owen's chest and seals his wound as blood is coughing all over Brother Tylus.
Wow, she jinkied the other way.
And you're just standing there watching as all this happens. What is Moira's response? Or Myra's?
She now looks just dumbstruck. She is like fixated in horror on what just happened, because that was not what she was trying to do at all.
You said maximum chaos. I don't know what you wanted.
That is absolutely chaotic.
Oh yeah.
So player, it's fantastic. I was,
And you hear Brother Tylus yelling, "This was not intended. This was not what was supposed to happen." And you can almost guarantee that there's going to be a new law written that carnival games will probably be limited in the next festival. All right. And
This is why we can't have nice things.
I can already see this 20 sessions ahead where we're just going to have laws that's going to make it really difficult to do anything. If that continues.
In fact, until next season, we're fine. Just keep moving.
No, it's fine. It's just, DM expectations versus what you guys want to do. It's fine.
Right.
All right. So, Scarlett, are you going to your shop?
God, yeah. Not chaotically.
I was going to do a cartwheel, but now I'm thinking about it.
Well, I mean, Brother Tyler's brought him back. It wasn't...
That was I'm going in the shop. Carefully.
Hi, Frail.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk through the door,
Okay.
Bell will ding.
Scarlett left the library. She's at her shop. Jesse, you're still standing there, so you would watch Scarlett leave. Theo is taking Tony to the delicatessen, and we have Owen, Lucian, Damon, and that's it inside the bookstore. So what's happening inside the bookstore before I go to Scarlett's shop?
I think very much just like last time. I just got all the compendiums and hoping to help Owen with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna read different books. All right.
I'm gonna wipe my hands after touching the one book and follow Scarlet.
Okay, all right. Man, Tom, I'm so sorry.
I just can't roll for fucking shit tonight. That 20 just started me off and it just took everything.
Yep. Maybe you should start doing more diplomatic things.
Yeah.
I talk to the book. Help me!
Is there a way I could help Owen?
He's typing. Give him a second.
Okay.
Did you hear?
I don't. You look at Owen, it looks like somebody's just having a sinus headache, like a very intense migraine. I mean, his skin, his face looks completely red. His skin looks rough.
Moist?
No, I mean, his whole body almost looks red, as if he's dealing with a lot of pressure. But, yeah, sweating a little bit. You can see he's having trouble focusing his eyes, but I mean, that's all you're seeing is just somebody who's having the worst migraines of his entire life.
Or
Would
is
I know-
constipated.
Would I have known, like, was it in line with a certain book he looked at? Like, can I, like, start focusing on when the headaches hit him, depending on which books he's reading?
The headaches have been, I mean, if you're trying to look at him and piece a chain, it looks like he's been having, they've been getting lesser and then heavier as the days gone on. So, I mean, there's nothing to correlate frequency.
Damn it. All right.
You could just ask him.
I'm thinking how to ask him without being annoying to him. Because I know, like, what he's trying to go through right now. I think, like, Lucian would probably just be like, is it just coming in waves? Or is it, like,
Yeah,
hear
I
something?
just need, hand me another book and I'm going to start reading another book.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and grab another compendium.
Which god are you going for?
I think in this one, we know of Thalon, right?
Yep. Thalon
Okay.
is the god who watches over the Night's Watch.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and grab that book and hand that to him.
Seems to comfort him. Something about one of the main priests, Alec, that just seems to reading about this and how
He seems like a great guy.
yeah, he seems like a good protagonist in the story of Thalon. But yes, you get a history of the Night's Watch and how they came to be in this book, plus many of the escapades of Thalon.
Okay. Another one.
Okay, I'm going to grab Reali. Is that one store?
This one causes him a lot of pain.
Okay. Is that the one that's like?
And it's
Do you think you're resonating mostly with that one?
If you're going reality, you're going Old Testament.
Oh, okay.
New Testament is Ricali.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and give Ricali.
You're going Ricali, and you get a history of the recalibrated. Go ahead.
I'm like, is there any more books on laws or things like that?
I'll go ahead and take a look. Which one would probably be better on laws?
I mean, there's trials and court cases that the king has taken or has overseen, as well as the merchant corps, plus the laws of the city. But I mean, we're talking about hundreds of thousands of cases over multiple volumes over the course of the city.
Okay.
But while you guys, if you're just reading books and that's all you're doing, then we will go over to Scarlet and Damon going to Scarlet's shop.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not aware he's following me over there, so I will just open up the store door.
And you
The whole
see your
jingle.
brother dealing with a sale with a customer. Immediately he sees you, and you can see that he gives you this look as if he's telling you to not embarrass him while he's dealing with a customer. And they pay for their goods, and they walk out, and they were the only ones inside the store. And as soon as they leave, he goes, "What are you doing here, Scarlet?"
You and Dad are the one who said you wanted me to check in before it got dark. All I'm doing is checking in.
I understand that, dear sister, but we will be closing shop soon. It's a little late to be coming in and checking on things.
I'm not checking on the store, dingus. You were told that you wanted me to check in, so I wasn't doing anything.
Dad
Been so
wants-
busy.
Dad
Been
wants
so
you-
busy.
Can I talk, please, Scarlet? Dad wants to make sure. He thinks that I am to be some overseer of all your activities, and I really don't care.
Well, that's funny. That's a big jump from. That's a big jump from recently that you don't care.
I care
Cool.
about you. You're going to do what you do. That's how you've always been. I can't control that. And if Dad wants me to tattletale on you, then I only do it if I need to. But, I mean, you're not doing anything malicious, right?
Nope, I was just letting you know it was across the street because I knew you were going to be closing up soon. So if you could, not lock the door completely, or I mean, you could. I could still get in, but rather than
Do you
freak you
have
out.
your own key? Did Dad take the keys again?
Yeah, I don't have my key, so that's why I'm stopping in.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything crazy.
But you did something. Something that Dad didn't want me to know.
I may have snuck out in the middle of the night to meet up with somebody and back in before you were awake.
If you think that I don't know that you're running around town with that Woldo woman, who I, by the way, have been asking multiple times for you to introduce me to, then you are crazy.
You're talking about Mira? I thought you were interested
Is
in
that her name? I
Allison.
had no idea.
You've been interested in Allison for I can't tell you how long, and now you're interested in Mira? She's a little bit young for you, Asher.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I didn't even see you walk in. How can I help you? Oh, Mr. Dark, I apologize.
I apologize. I was following Miss Scarlet to make sure nothing happened to her.
You'll have to follow her forever to make sure that nothing happens to my little sister here.
That would truly be my honor.
Oh, it would be my honor to possibly serve you, sir. Is there anything anything you're looking to buy? This is our family shop. Our mother owned this place, as I'm sure Scarlett told you.
And in here before Asher.
I'm trying to make a profit here. Shh.
Okay. I don't think not recognizing customers who've been in here multiple times is going to make you a profit. But I was just letting you know that I was across the street. Please don't lock the door. I will be back soon.
Okay, well, I'll be...
Or lock the door. I'll get in.
I'm sorry, sir. My sister. Is there anything I can help you with, Mr. Dark?
I am okay. I will guarantee that as long as I am near, she will not face any harm.
What harm would she have to face?
I do not know, but I would guarantee you that I would make sure, to the best of my ability, that nothing would harm her.
And him almost being condescending to you because of your age. He's like, well, I know there's no dragons around here, but I'm sure if one did come, you would be able to defend my sister to your best abilities, Mr. Dark. And what better to defend her with than with some ice powder?
The ice powder?
Ah, yes, it's the Medlin dust. It creates a very slick, almost wintry effect in the air. It takes any of the moisture and immediately condenses it into a ball of ice in the air, wherever you throw the dust.
Scarlet, do you think we need some of this?
Scarlet is like had tilted her head up to the ceiling and was like trying not to roll her eyes, and then she looked down. She's like, I mean, are you planning on fighting any dragons?
Well, I doubt your brother would lie to me, and if he says that there could be dragons, I should be prepared.
Oh, there could be. And he looks at Scarlet with this, joking face.
I don't really think you need it. I really don't. I
And
think that
dragons hate balls of ice.
I'm aware of that, and you know what? If any signs, you know what? You go ahead. If you think we'll come in contact with something that could be heavily fire, because you could use it for that if you'd like. I personally don't think that you need to waste your money on it, but if you would like to, you go ahead.
I will take Miss Scarlet's advice, but if you had maybe some pretty flowers that I could give to Miss Scarlet, that would be very, very acceptable.
And immediately Asher starts panicking, looking around the store for flowers, and looks at Scarlet and be like, "We have a family flower bed of very expensive flowers that our mother planted."
We're not selling those flowers, Asher.
I'm sorry, sir, we have no flowers. And he shoots him this dirty look.
Whatever Miss Scarlet would like, I would gladly pay for.
I will take that piece of candy that he has in there, and it's like this small piece of candy from like a jar. It's like literally a copper. You can get me that. That'd be great. And
I will take it.
She just looks at Asher like while he pays for the cheapest thing in the store.
And he almost disgustingly looks at you for ruining a sale.
After he pays for it, and I take the thing and I'm like, sorry, I would have helped you, but I just don't care.
That's half your problem, Scarlet. You don't care. And trust me, Father knows. Let's go to Sir Preto's Deli with Theo and Tony. As Tony's walking through the streets, he says, "Theo, what do you look at when you're looking for a good cheese to make pages with? I mean, what are you looking at? Consistency? You're looking for flavor? You're looking for smell? Tell me about what qualities of cheese makes a good page. Paper."
I guess durability would be a good start.
Durability. Longevity. Theo, longevity. We talk about this all the time. It's got to be able to last. It's got to be able to it's got to be able to preserve itself.
Right.
And they walk in, or he opens the door to Sopreto's Deli. He's like, "Go ahead and talk to Giovanni, or pick out your best cheese. Theo, it's about time you start taking responsibility at the Brickstone bookstore and making your own books."
All right.
Consider this your first step into a new world.
Theo will kind of like somewhat awkwardly kind of walk up to the counter. What was it that I needed again? I'm sorry.
Are you asking the
So
shopkeeper?
good you'll devour them.
I'm like you know how when you're like nervous and you like lean over your shoulder to ask your parent like what they asked you to get, like
Theo,
like that's
we
the
need
kind of
cheese that's got longevity, that's got life to it.
Mm-hmm. Was there anything else?
What else do you need, Theo?
I don't know. Cheese is good. Yep. Hey, Giovanni, We'll need some cheese.
Oh, who's this? Is this Theo? From Bookstore Pizza, Bookstore. Theo's walking into my shop. Look at this. Tony, you didn't tell me Theo was coming in.
Hi.
I don't even know how to do loud Italian. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
What can I help you with, Theo? Theo's buying the first cheese for pizza for books. Fuck you, Nate. What can we get you, Theo? Mr. Theo walking in here to my store, eh? Suprettos?
I'm thinking provolone would be nice.
Provolone! Tony starts laughing. Theo, you know better than use provolone. Seriously.
Right,
Tell
right,
Mr.
you're
Supretto
right.
what you want.
Parmesan.
I'm trying to think of. Is it Parmesan that's like comes in those blocks?
Yeah, Parmesan. Parmesan's a good hard cheese. There you go.
Yeah. How about Parmesan?
Parmesan, Theo, come on now. I'm not gonna do this to you, Theo. I'm not gonna let you make a wrong choice. So look, I'm gonna tell you what cheeses are better. You tell me which one you want. Are you right, Theo?
All right.
All right. Yeah, you could go Parmesan if you want, Theo. This sounds just like Tony. I don't know, but Pecorino was the Pecorino is the Cadillac of book cheeses. All right. Yeah, Parmesan's nice. You could do a lot with Parmesan, but Pecorino was the way to go if you're making books that have that flavor text to it. You know what flavor text is?
Get out of here! That's what you need. Sorry, I had to.
Tony don't even use Parmesan, Theo. He's too much of a cheap bitch. All right, he uses.
Oh my god.
Tony uses that Granada Padano.
You know what? I think we'll go with Pecorino today.
Pecorino, that's what I'm talking about. See, he's got way more taste than you do. You be selling books by the bundle. That's going to be 30 gold for a block of Pecorino.
Do we have that?
Do you have that?
I don't.
You look at Tony, and Tony's like, I ain't paying for this is all you, Theo. You want to make books? You want to be a big time? You get Pecorino. Pecaronia, whatever it is. I'm looking it up right now. Is it Pecorino? I said it right? You wouldn't know, you fucking bitch.
If this is the most trouble I've ever made for a DM,
Yeah,
I'll
books out of cheese and Italian people. Like I have one Italian accent, and
This is almost as ridiculous as
I
Shrek.
apologize, but this
Yeah.
is perfection.
What was the other one that he said? I
it
don't even remember.
Yeah, I don't even remember either. It was
Pizzone.
No, it
I'm
was.
pretty sure it was a wine, as though he said the other time. So.
No, yeah, you got to pair your books with the right wine. It was.
It's why it gives them age.
I haven't changed pages and I can't even find Padino, Padano.
Okay.
That sounds like a wine.
It's from Italy. It's from Sicily. I don't know. Yeah. Pairs well with a thesaurus or an encyclopedia.
How much is the grenade?
It's only 10 silver for you, for Tony and his his
Protege?
yeah, protege, 10
And it's
silver.
pasta fazool!
Yeah.
I'll give him a gold piece and I'll say, one of those, please.
Oh, finally, not another cheap bitch from the Brickstone bookstore. And he gives you a couple slices of that pecorino as well, or the pecorino, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Even because you overtipped him, he's like, here's a couple. Don't let that son of a bitch try this stuff. All right, don't let him make any books out of this.
All right. Don't worry.
I hate you, Nate.
What the fuck is this?
I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know. This is like I don't even. I let you guys go off with the leash, and this is what I get.
If this is me going off a leash,
Well, no, because I'm gonna let you guys role play. I'm gonna let you guys walk around. I'll just react to what you guys want to do, and then I'm like, all right, we're impaling people in dunk tanks and selling people cheese for books. She said chaotic. I went as chaotic as I could. Go back to the library. Just Jesse. The day is dwindling down. You can see the guards in the main city starting to be swapped out with the Night's Watch. You recognize the Night's Watch because of their mist fiber clothing, because their cloaks resemble that of mist with appearance, with the Vestonium that's thread that is used to weave them. So yeah.
Right.
This is like an episode of One Piece when this is the episode has nothing to do with the
God.
main story. This is just some bullshit that they have you watch that it's just annoying. Yep.
Yeah, Jesse. Yep, Jesse goes back. Jesse goes back to his. Jesse goes back to his apartment.
Where's
and he fucking goes to sleep. Fuck you. What do you want me to do, man? We're split in 2 or 3 parties. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I don't even know what's going on at this point. That's fine. Jesse,
So,
that actually
yeah,
helps.
And nobody know what's going on.
That actually
goes
helps
back
me
to
out.
his apartment.
Jesse goes back to his apartment. I
And he
need
goes to
I need a
sleep.
will save from Owen.
Okay.
okay.
Yay.
I'll take a 16.
Me too.
At this point, the sun has starting to settle on the horizon. You guys can see, the light in the bookstore starting to dim. I would assume Lucian will probably go around and start lighting candles.
Yeah. Don't worry, the candles are made of wax.
Yeah, thank God. That's thank God, because it was. That's the easy part.
Just regular wax, right? Not like some
Yeah.
weird other kind
I mean,
of wax.
the cheese aroma is already coming from the books. You don't need to do it in candles. That's just overwhelming. What kind of man do
Candles
you
are
take me for?
salami. What are you talking about?
Yeah, what do you take me for?
So that is what you get, Owen.
Okay. I'm gonna set the books down. I think I just need to stop for a little bit.
All right. And Lucian's going to go ahead and start grabbing the books that we kind of just discarded to the side that wasn't working out or didn't get anything, and then putting them back in the correct order where they were.
The Scarlet and Damon, do you leave and go back to the bookstore, or what are you doing?
I'm gonna bid farewell to Scarlet and head back to 13.
Which is 13.
The rich district where I live.
Okay, alright. And Scarlet, what are you doing?
I'll say bye to him, and then I'm gonna go check and see how it's going back in the bookstore, if they've made any headway.
Alright. So you enter the bookstore. Mira, I assume you kept going down to 13? Yes?
Yes.
And Jesse, you were heading to your place, which is where? Just north of 13?
Wherever 20 gold a month will buy me.
Yep, so you'll be probably sitting right around where the King's Manor is.
Okay.
And the King's Manor is just basically a lot of courts. It looks like a castle,
cool.
but it's more of a huge courthouse than anything else.
I just fucking saw it. Oh, there it is.
And Moira, you make your way over to across the bridge. I'm assuming you have papers for business to get across into that district, or no?
Lay down. On the couch.
That I have paperwork.
You have paperwork, okay? Well, then the guards will not stop you. It's like Costco, you just show them the card. When you get off the bridge, you see a group of vibrant youths who you usually sell to. They have some younger folks with them. but that is one of your customers.
On over there. And say, you need anything today?
Well, I'm so look, it's Moira. How you doing, Moira? Myra, sorry.
Doing all right. How are you?
And you recognize this child that you're selling, not child, but young adult that you're selling to is one of the founder's children, or not child, but young adult. And his name, well, it's still his child. His name is, one second. His name is, he's an elven boy from the elven district of Tylavish, and his name is Untha Deberos.
Did you say ether?
Huh?
Unthus.
Unthus.
Who's this?
Loompa, Loompa.
No,
Super
Unthus
Edu.
Debera. Which, you know, so the Tylavish is the elven district, and you know that it is governed by Amanthi Deberos, and her son Unthus is the heir to her. These are the people who run the recalibrators.
His parent or his
Yeah,
mom.
his mom is in control of the recalibrators.
Well, if it isn't one of my favorite customers, always a pleasure.
And if it isn't one of my favorite dealers.
What you need today?
Oh, what you got? What are you selling?
Oh, you know, I got the usual flay leaf. I got some inspiration dust if you need it.
Ooh, I could go for some inspiration dust. You know, my mother keeps pushing me to join the academy, and you know, I just keep telling her I don't have the drive, and maybe I could find some drive. And you see one of his friends go, "You're not really gonna buy inspiration dust, are you? That's illegal."
Never stopped him before.
And he pulls out his purse, and it's very hefty. You can hear the coins clanging together, almost making your ears salivate. And then you hear the bell, signifying that it is close to nighttime. It is the Night's Watch bell. So this is what signifies the city that the watch is shifting. You know, it rings 4 times, but you hear the first one. And you hear this bell while entering your room. Jesse, what are you doing in your room? You just laying right down?
I smoked the day's last cigarette, remembering what she said or whatever the fuck they said.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Metallica.
Yes. No.
And then he's on the road again.
Yeah.
Here he goes.
Yes, exactly.
Out on the stage.
Jesse is kind of I don't know. He's been locked in this routine for a long time. He's got to get the fuck out of this. You know, making the same rounds every day, seeing the same people, mixing up some fucking drugs. You know.
Okay. Do you have your lab in your room?
Gotta mix it up. Yeah, and it's pretty modest. The fact that I'm able to make the handful of substances that I can is like a fucking miracle to begin with, because I'm getting ingredients from rich folks in town, and I'm just doing the best I can with what knowledge I have.
Okay. You will hear the first bell. And Moira, you guys know with the first bell, what's special about did anybody take the parchments that were given out with the laws?
I kind of did.
Yeah, I
did.
So you guys know that whenever they switch over to the Night's Watch and they all have the parchments, you know they start to light up in various colors. They use Melvin dust for the ink, and they light up at nighttime during the whatever season that they are corresponding with. How that effect happens, you don't know. But when you pick, if you were to look at them as they were shining, and they give off vibrant light, you would see a dull brownish haze coming off of the parchment lettering. So,
Okay.
Interesting.
Myra, you would see that the kids around you are pulling out the parchments and seeing them start to light up as, as trying to find his name. Sorry, Ungith. Is that what I said his name was?
Yes.
Sorry, it's too many notes. Ungith is more trying to get this deal done while everybody's distracted. How much would it cost him?
Looking at 75 gold for a dose.
A dose? 75 gold? My mother doesn't even go to school that bad.
Alright, ignore me.
She could maybe... I only need maybe a little bit of inspiration.
Little bump, we can work it down, but it's not gonna last as long.
He looks around and sees the crowd starting to focus on the parchments, and knowing this time, he's like, alright, fine, Myra. But this better be the best dust I've ever had in my life. I better have inspiration to ace all my classes.
I think you're gonna need it, but it definitely will get the job done.
Alright. This is serious. If I take this and this product sucks, I'm telling everybody. Maybe I even tell them who you are. Or where I got it from.
I'm just gonna be so much as worried about your supply as she is your habit.
I thought you said this is not addictive.
Oh, it's not.
Alright, well then take my money and give me the dust. Nothing bad will happen.
Alright. So I take his money and I give him the dust.
Okay. And the light.
Oh.
Theo, you step out of Sopretto's with Tony, and he immediately pulls out his parchment paper and to look at the coloring. What are you doing? And you see people around town are doing the same, pulling it out. This is an event that happens every seasonal harvest. So this is not uncommon to you that people are doing this.
Yeah, well then, I'll also do the same.
Okay. And in the bookstore, what are you guys doing? Do you care?
I'm just gonna walk back in and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Owen, did you ease the headache? Did you appease them?" Like he knows I'm talking about the voices.
Right.
So you're better then?
A little bit.
Was it like one specific rule?
It's telling me not to read.
Oh.
Well, then I took you to the wrong place. I'm picking up all the books now, and I'm just like, all right.
And you guys can see in your pockets or whatever that brown light starting to illuminate from the parchments.
We'll pull them out.
Don't read them.
Hey, GM, I ripped mine in half to smoke it, or to roll a cigarette, so is it still glowing, or...?
It would glow, but, yes. But if you're smoking it down, so you're smoking inside your room?
Yeah, while I'm working.
And then that second bell hits, and the parchment paper, or the lettering, starts to intensify, and it goes from a haze to a shining brown and orange light. And you can see that it's starting to skip letters, so some letters are brown and some letters are orange with the second bell.
All right.
Drop them.
I'm gonna look at Owen. Don't read them.
Don't read them. Don't look at them. There's something up with them. Don't do it.
Alright, so I drop it.
Oh
Yeah,
no, I'm not around.
I immediately throw mine in the
I'm
fireplace.
looking at these fucking things.
I'm looking at it because I don't know not to.
Yeah, I'm throwing mine in the fireplace then.
Yeah, I just drop it and no.
Wow.
Damn.
Run. Get away from them. Let's run. We got to get out of here.
And that
Where?
That third bell hits, and the parchment paper itself starts to illuminate with colors of crimson and yellow, like fade, like LED lights that change colors in a cascading effect. That's what the paper's doing while the lettering, and you can see Chaos or Myra, the kids around. I have his name in front of me. The Barrows kid, starting to look and Unther. Yeah, sorry, I got like 3 pages open, starting to ooh and ah, and the whole town. You can everybody. I mean, in the streets, if you're looking around, everybody is looking at their parchment papers. At Theo, you as well. So Tony's like, "Yo, Theo, look at this! Look at these colors! How do they do this every year? This is beautiful! Why can't we make books like this? It's that Melvin dust. I'm telling you, it's expensive shit." Theo,
pretty, though.
look. Why is yours looking different color than mine, Theo? You
What?
better hold
At
on to
this
that.
point, Damon is very sad he gave that whole stack to poor Jesse.
I'm gonna drop this. What's going on with it?
Whoa,
Why
what?
is
You gonna drop it? This is unique. Look at this. You can make money off of this, Theo. Take it. Hold on to it.
His is different color.
Theo's is different?
Is starting to. So where his is cascading crimson and brown, yours is cascading brown and gold. And when it does brown, you can see that the lettering is different. Like the
gonna,
brown.
back away from it?
And he's like, "Theo, why are you walking away from me, Theo? Just take the paper." And that 4th bell hits. And then all you guys hear. Are you guys running out of the? Are you guys running out of the bookstore?
Yes.
Yeah. Owen said run. I'm running.
And
So here's the funny
Je-
thought.
Yeah,
I don't think Lucian would.
Lucian stays inside the building. Okay, that's fine. And
Yeah, the reason he doesn't is because he's got to watch the store while Tony's gone.
Myra, what are you doing?
Better than to stare at my pamphlet.
Staring at your pamphlet. And Jesse?
He's smoking the half a pamphlet that he lit when he started working on his drugs this evening.
And then Owen, you're running out.
I am.
Scarlet?
When
I got to the door and I realized he's not running. I'm like, Lucian, let's go!
Damon?
Tony! He has to watch the store. I can't just leave it like this.
Lock the door!
Damon? What are you doing, Damon?
I think we lost Grim.
Oh, did we?
He's still here.
The night bell chimes a 4th time, and the rules of the parchment begin to glow. Not red, but not brown and orange like it was before, but black. And upon the 4th bell, though, you guys start to see certain people, not everyone's, whenever you're looking at, certain parchments are glowing and doing it normal, other ones are glowing black. And Theo, the one that Tony's holding, is black. And then the only sound that you guys hear is the streets igniting with bombardments, is the shattering of ice with windows bursting out of their frames of nearby buildings. And it just sounds, eruptions. Lucian, inside the store, it sounds like there's an earthquake going on. And around you, Myra, Theo, and Scarlet, Damon, you just see And Owen, you just see explosions happening, all groups of people exploding.
Oh my
reading these
god.
rooms.
People?
Oh yeah, people. Like you see explode, whatever pamphlet they're looking at, it immediately explodes. And you guys, as you see this, it's almost like a cascading effect. Anywhere that there's children around, they're not exploding, even when they're glowing. Just throw that in there. So anybody around children are exploding. And Lucian, Jesse, if you were to look out your window, you would see multiple explosions out of your window as the city starts to ignite in a crimson fury of flame.
What the fuck is going on?
And that is where we end the session.
What the fuck?
What the hell?
And I'm like, Lucian!
Sorry.
I blame Myra's chaotic nat 20.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I didn't expect you guys to leave the market. I don't know why. I never expect you. I don't know why I I'd do that.
You should always expect the unexpected
I
with
know,
us.
but I had this all written for the market. You guys left, whatever. But yeah, so
You also completely changed everything about Asher's backstory, which is hilarious.
here I want you to see what I have written for Asher's backstory.
Oh my god.
Store ran by Asher.
Why did you ask me all those questions about him? What did you do
I
with
need
it?
you to write shit down so I can copy and paste it, like Nate does.
You didn't tell me to do that. You asked me questions.
You should know by now, with watching me grocery shop, that I need stuff written down. Even then, it's not a sure thing. But yes, so you guys.
I feel you. I feel you.
That anybody and Damon as well, because you were looking at it. Yours does not explode. But yeah,
Theo backed closer
Mine
to
didn't
it.
explode, right?
I know.
yours.
I backed away as in like I was like
Yeah.
I like dropped the paper and I was like, oh.
Yeah, so Tony's explodes. Now, when I say explode, I mean people are getting ripped apart, but you just see explode, magical, arcane bursts of explosions. Myra, yours does look different, but you can see, I mean, you have kids around you, so yours does not explode. But you can see it around you. Go ahead, Grim.
Would I know that stuff exploded? Because I didn't have any pamphlets. I gave them to Jesse.
Yes, you would know because
Yeah.
you're looking around and you're seeing other people's pamphlets start to explode.
Okay,
Yeah,
I just didn't know if there'd be explosions in District 13, so...
Nope. Well,
Okay.
yes, there are explosions all over the city. You guys are hearing them, you're seeing them. Jesse is looking out his window and seeing it throughout the city skyline. But yes, explosions erupt in the city, all over the place.
And the pamphlet currently in my mouth is not exploding.
Are you reading it?
I'm smoking it.
No.
Okay, great.
Then you're fine.
Yes.
Perfect.
Like one of those big funny cigars all of a sudden.
Exactly. That's what I was expecting.
That would, Still had you guys in the market, but it's fine. You guys ran all over the place. That's fine. So you're all separated. The city is exploding around you. And
I'm trapped.
We're not necessarily trapped, but you're.
No, I said we are right on track for where we should be.
Yeah, right. Sure, that's fine. So there you go.
I do have a question.
Yes.
Because I threw my pamphlet into the fireplace, did it react differently?
Were you reading it?
No, I
No.
just threw it into the fireplace.
Then you're
so
fine.
Okay.
I'm giving you guys a free hint.
A free hit.
Oh, as long as we weren't
No reading, no exploding.
Right.
Well, you were looking at it while Tony was bringing it to your face, I assumed. Unless I was wrong, Theo. I mean, he was showing it to you and walking
he was
up toward
showing
you?
it. He was showing it to me, but like I like was trying to not look.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you were more confused with it lighting up more than anything.
Were you looking at it?
No, because like he said the colors were different, and so I was like looking away and stuff.
All right. Well, then
because-
Tony's does not explode. You're fine.
Oh, okay, good.
And
Tony's alive.
Yeah. Tom. All right, and that's.
But how's the cheese? That's what he needs to know.
Cheese is fine.
I
Just
really-
Theo
What about the
has it.
cheese?
So
I really hope
The
our
cheese
cheese
comment!
dealer. I
Do
really
not
hope our cheese dealer is okay.
Tell Group 2 about the explosions.
I don't even know Group 2.
That's
I ain't
fine.
saying shit.
Yeah, Group 2
It's
is not
Bisquick,
allowed to know.
Dustin,
He knows. It's everybody that's not in here.
Bisquick, Dustin, Kildrick,
So.